You're very sad to announce.
Just another in my tally.
I don't anticipate a challenge.
Not yet! Die! You won't live to... Just another in my tally.
You're very sad to announce.
It's over! Ripped to pieces! Stampede strike!
You were great, Pascal. Oh, you finally realized my greatness?
This won't take long. Strike! Strike! Just another in my tally.
This'll be a breeze.
Now! There! You won't die!
None shall flit. And just like that, I win again.
The monsters in this lab are pretty strange, aren't they?
I've heard that Fendel has been investing in biological weaponry. Perhaps this lab is being used to facilitate it.
Watch out, guys. This one looks like trouble.
Everyone stay on your game.
Be cleansed by the light!
Wheel of fate. Carve out a warning in his
Okay,
name.
heed my call! Heed my call! Be cleansed by the light! Heed my call! Reach out! Heed my call!
Why the pigtails, Sophie? Pigtails? Your hair, those. These? The cat.
I'm surprised you were able to defeat my Varus.
Fourier!
Pascal, is that you? Oh, good heavens, I thought someone was trying to steal...
Wow, I can't believe you built that Varus and everything. You're amazing, sis!
It would have been more amazing if you hadn't defeated it so easily. So, what are you doing here?
We came to talk about Fendel's Valkanus Creus experiment.
On Forbrenir?
I'll
have you know, I spent years working on the research used in that experiment. I may have used your work as a starting point, but what matters are results. You know that.
It's okay. I didn't come here to take credit for anything. I know you've done a ton of work on it. But no matter how smart you are, sis, the research is still flawed.
And just what does that mean?
Well, it's like... Look, it's gonna be a lot faster if I... Do you have any Creus fragments laying around? Like, maybe one the size of a... How's this? That's perfect. Here, give me...
Impressive, yes? No one has ever been able to extract Eleth from fire Creus so efficiently.
Yeah, but when we give this thingy a little chunk...
Pascal, what are you doing?
Guys, you might want to get back!
What just happened?
See? That's the trouble with fire Creus. If you apply too much pressure when extracting the Eleth, it starts a chain reaction. And once that happens, it starts accelerating all the surrounding Eleth, and then... kapow! You can contain the damage when it's a handheld weapon or something, but with the Valkanus, it would be a total disaster.
So that's why you never finished your research?
Yeah, I saw where it was headed, so I just chucked the whole kit and caboodle. And that's why we gotta stop the experiment before everybody gets
I can't do that.
Yeah, it might be tough for you to tell him, huh? Well, look, how's about you just show me where they are and I'll just do it.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Am I what now?
You saw where it was headed? You just worked it all out in your head! Do you have any concept of how hard I've worked to complete the research you've abandoned? You always do this! You mimic whatever I do, then just effortlessly do it better! I kill myself to be successful, and then you sweep in with your quick thinking and fancy talking, and you just leap ahead of me like it's nothing!
Fourier,
Fourier, we must get to the Even if the experiment wasn't a danger, there's a different threat on the way. If we don't act now, it will be drained of its Eleth, just like the other Valkanus.
Wait, the other Valkanus?
Yes, so we have to stop it, no matter what. Please, Fourier, tell us where Forbrenir is.
I don't know where it is, but the man in charge of the experiment does.
Who's that?
Fendel's chief science officer, Kurt Bessel.
Kurt Bessel?
You know him, Captain?
Yes. Though I never imagined we would meet again like this.
Where can we find him?
The Ministry of Science is located in the capital, although I couldn't say if he's there.
Thank you. We'll try to speak with Kurt ourselves.
Do as you like. It matters not.
Well, we got our Valkanus information, but I wish it hadn't gone down that way.
It was the best outcome we could have expected. At the very least, we learned that Fourier's primary objective wasn't bioweapons development.
Hubert, you saw how painful that was for Pascal and Fourier. Don't you feel anything at all?
Of course, but that ultimately has no connection to our key objectives.
But... I hate seeing Pascal like this.
I know what you mean. Isn't there something we can do to help them work it out?
Stop this at once! I can't allow the two of you to waste more time discussing irrelevant nonsense. We have a mission to accomplish.
Hubert. I never knew she felt that way about me. All this time. I've been making her I should go back and apologize.
I don't think that will help. Fourier's problem isn't you, Pascal. It's Fourier. Her spirit has been crushed by years of doubt and self-loathing. Sympathy will only make the problem worse.
But I love her, you know? I just wish... Oh, Pascal.
Don't worry. She'll understand someday. You're the only one who can stop the Valkanus experiment now. Fourier knows that's true, even if she'll never admit it. If the experiment isn't stopped, Fourier's work will end up killing a whole lot of people, and no one wants that. Especially...
He's right. Helping us will save your sister's reputation and maybe even her life. Plus, we need you, Pascal. We can't... So, come on, pull yourself together.
Thanks.
That was all right, Hubert.
I know what she's going through. And besides, it would be far too quiet if she weren't around. Now, can we all stop talking and just head for Zavert? There's no time to waste.
This won't take long.
Turbulence! Plasma wall of shadow!
Just another in my tally.
We are very sad to announce this will be a
You ready? That was hardly worth dirtying my blade.
This will be a breeze.
What's our motto?
Never give up! This will be a breeze.
Strike!
Easy peasy.
This won't take long. No one can stand before my blade.
I don't anticipate a challenge. Pascal, what's an airhead? Someone who's so smart they can This'll be a breeze. And just like that, I win again.
4EA said that Kurt is Fendel's chief science officer.
There's a place called Fendel Tower north of the city that houses government agencies. I wager we'll find the Ministry of Science there.
Okay, let's ask around and see if we can find a way inside. Do you think we could get into Fendel Tower with your military credentials?
If he's been declared dead, then that likely wouldn't work.
Hubert is correct. In fact, they may already believe there's a con man out there using my name.
But we gotta do something.
Indeed. Fendel Tower is only the first step. We have to meet this Kurt as well.
If we can't find him, retrieving some of his research documents might be enough.
Do you really believe this can be settled with documents alone? Speaking with Kurt is the only way to be sure. Frankly, I would have expected you to feel the same, Captain Malik.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't. I don't know where you'd get that idea.
Captain? Time sure flies. It feels like only yesterday that I made that friendship pact with Sophie and Richard. But we've all changed so much since then. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Asbel? What are you doing out here?
Sorry. I just needed some time to think about...
About King Richard?
You know me too well. Hey, remember the first time we met him?
Of course. You broke into his room and then dragged him all over town. I was always surprised he enjoyed it as much as he did. He even wore that stupid disguise.
Yeah, good times. Everyone was together back then. Even Richard. But now he's all alone, with no one to support him. Sometimes I wonder if that loneliness drove him to his current state. I can't help but think if things could have been different. I was so caught up in my own training that I never thought to check up on any of you guys. If I had been able to notice Richard's troubles, maybe I could have stopped things from the way that...
It's not too late.
I don't know.
Stubbornness is one of your strongest traits, you know. You're always pursuing some issue long after it's reached the point of annoyance. So if you believe he can still be saved, then don't give up. Just use the same persistence with him that you have shown me.
Thanks, Hubert. That means I'm glad you're around.
Oh, come on. Besides, it's my job as the little brother to keep you out of trouble. If King Richard doesn't have anyone to trust, then at least he can go to you.
You think so?
You promised to believe in him, and you have an obligation to maintain that.
I suppose it does. He's right. If I don't stop Richard, who will? I'm not going to give up, no matter what.
are you doing here? Verma!
You know each other?
Of course! Everyone, this is Verma. She's an Amarcian, like... Nice to meet you, everyone. So you work for Fendel now, right, Verma? That's right. Actually, I work at Fendel Tower. The security is such a pain. You have to use this fancy security pass just to... Hey, so do you think I could maybe kinda sorta borrow your pass? I've wanted to see the inside of that tower forever. Well, please? I promise I'll just look around and not break anything and come right back. Well, all right. I suppose I can trust you of all people. Aw, thanks, Verma. I totally owe you.